Hi, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to Finally Revealed. And in this video today, I want to add on to our jury duty series and talk to you about the interaction between the players in the courtroom. See if this helps you while you're doing your jury duty. Maybe you can just make a little game of yourself if you get bored, because sometimes they get boring, sorry. Here I want to point out to you some different things to look for between the players, as I said. Now, the ones you're not going to pay attention to, don't pay attention to the judge. The judge is not trying to sway you one way or the other, either by their rulings on objections or simply being grouchy one day, or being extra nice to you and not so nice to the parties, the attorneys and whatnot. Just ignore the judge. Listen to what the judge says. Don't really pay that much attention to the judge's mannerisms. They're the ultimate actors in the trial because they are really not supposed to sway you one way or the other. They're supposed to have a poker face. They're supposed to be very pleasant to everyone, but they're definitely going to be very solicitous and pleasant to you as the jurors, especially if this is if you're in a jurisdiction where people elect judges. I'm just saying. Now, the other people, believe it or not, I might be telling you a secret here, but believe it or not, a lot of the attorneys are not going to think about this before they come into the courtroom. Young attorneys are going to be petrified of the surroundings. Some of them might be afraid of you. They might be afraid of the judge. These are going to be people that are probably on their own. They're not in a firm and haven't affiliated with other people, and they don't have a lot of experience. So the whole coming into the trial thing, first of all, it's a lot of work to do a jury trial. It's a lot of work for the attorneys. But it can be the first few times when you're in the courtroom in this capacity and talking to a live jury. It's not like TV, believe me. So they're going to have the jitters. But what I'm talking about here, what I want to get across is they're not going to realize that when they are asking questions that you're still going to be looking at them. They're not going to realize how they interact with their client can tell you a lot of information. They're not going to tell you how they interact with the other attorney on the other side is going to give you information, or even how they're going to interact with the court reporter, their staff, in moving witnesses in and out. Is this person connected to their client, first of all? Where are they sitting in relation to their client? I had a trial a couple of years ago, blew me away. I have been really lucky. I don't represent crummy people, and that's the nicest way I'll say it. I don't represent jerks. If I do, I get away from them, but definitely not in a jury trial, because you're there. It's your reputation as the attorney. You've got to count on these people that they have been straight up with you, and that everybody's going to take care of business, and there's been no monkey business going on. So hopefully the attorney believes in their client, that they're not just there trying to make a big score, but they actually believe in this person or this company. How are they sitting? How are they sitting at the counsel table? The clients can sit there with the attorneys. Are they even in the room where they introduced you during the voir dire? So at my particular one of my trials, my client's always sitting next to me. Now, I may have another attorney in the office sitting on the other side of them, or a staff member. My client may be two people. It may be a company representative and another officer. But we are together. We are sitting together. We are working together. This is a group activity. And usually we like each other. You spend a lot of time with somebody in a case, and sometimes years. So if there are not smiles, if there are not any kind of interaction, that's something for you to pay attention to. Now, on the other side, if the attorneys are grouped together, their client is clear at the other end of the table, far away from them, no eye contact, no reaction, no communication, during the trial, that's something for you to consider as well. I'm not going to tell you why or why not, but that's just, you should just pay attention. It depends on what the case is about. It depends on, obviously criminal defense attorneys don't care necessarily if their client is guilty or innocent. That's not what their job is. Their job is to make sure the prosecution proves its case. So in that type of a situation, there may not be touchy-feely things going on. Hopefully, if there is some sympathy and things like that and some working together, that is something that you can have as a takeaway, and that may impact how you decide the case and how you evaluate the evidence. But in a civil case, a contract case, a tort case, a slip and fall, a medical malpractice case, something like that, pay attention to where people are sitting and how they're interacting with each other. And I bet you that helps. Okay, if this was helpful to you and you have a story to share, feel free to leave us a comment. And as always, like and subscribe and share so the videos show up. I'm Michelle. Thanks for coming along with me today, and I'll see you next time.